everybody, thank you for coming to our study guide for our writing and rhetoric class at the University of Colorado, Boulder. This is for the rhetoric of gender identity. I'm Sarah Parker, this girl right here. And first thing I'm going to do is give you an overview of how to navigate through our study guide. So first thing, always the most important, home. So we'll take you back to the most recent page of most recent blogs. This one, about, here you can find actually where this webcast will be posted, and Katie, I know, already has her screencast of what she learned about doing her research and finding artifacts, as I'll tell you about later, and also about how to go through this study guide. The biographies, that's where you can find our Katie and myself, our bios that link, and those link up to our class's blog, our writing rhetoric class blog. So if you want to learn a little more about us, you can find that there. Suggestions wall, press that, and you can read through some comments and what can make our site better. And this section right here, you wouldn't have to worry about it. This is for the editors of the blog. So I'm going to go down from left to right and kind of give you a quick overview of how to navigate through the study guide. So first, Katie and I, our names are here with our numbers against them, and that means that's how many posts we've had to the website. And so if you want to see everything that I've collected or everything that Katie has collected, you can just press on our names. And I'll go and show you everything that I've done and what I've learned from it in just a little bit. Here is categories, and categories are about everything that we've posted, and just so if you're interested in pop culture or things happening in Colorado, or research notes, which is what I will get to, what I will discuss from when I click on here, which will be my own, but this will be a mix of Katie and mine. Down here, tags, and this is just common themes that have been posted throughout our blog. And you'll notice that genderqueer and transgender, transsexuality, but also videos and legal and interviews and are common themes as well. Now here's recent comments, so we know what to look at. And kind of keep in with the conversation. Recent posts, same sort of idea. This is basically what you will find on the first page. And you don't have to worry about the login because that's for a class, so never mind that. Anyway, search bar if you're looking for something in particular. Site links, the rhetoric of gender and sexuality. This is gender-sex.net, our main class, and this is our syllabus for this class. So you can look up our projects and other things that may interest you. Topic links. This goes into what gender identity is according to WebMD and Wikipedia. If you want some brief overview information, that's a good place to go. And down here, study guide blocks. This is the rest of our class groups, and some people I know are working individually. Their subjects. So their study guides, they would have gender and identity down here. Oh, I guess we do too. Gender identity is down here. So these are all the topics that our class is doing for this project. And that is all you need to know, I think, about planning. Except the comments down here, and yeah, so I think that is about it. So I'm going to dive right into what I posted and why I thought it was interesting. So we're going to go click on me. This is everything that I've posted when you click on that. So this will give you headlines and and just the first part of what the post says. So I think the rhetoric of what I decided to focus in on was mainly about policy and law, and a lot of focus on discrimination as well. I think all but one, I mean, they all had some emotion. They all had a decent amount of emotion in it. But I tried to kind of steer away from that, and make it more academic, and have this be more of an informational guide for somebody who does come to this site and wants to learn more and read some interesting articles and see some fun videos. So here I think comes up with the first 10 or 11 posts. And here you go to older entries if you want to see something I posted earlier. So yes, there's a bunch of posts of fun things. Anywho, I was saying earlier I was focusing more on policy and laws. So I thought it was pretty interesting to learn more about what things were changing in our country regarding people who have or who do not relate with a gender identity norm, and or identify as genderqueer or transsexual. I try to get a good mix of different types of media, and if it was video or a hyperlink or a photo, or an audio clip, and just so good variety. But the academia was pretty important to me, but it was a mix between news and a map and kind of like historical references to to Haitian and New Orleans voodoo, for example. So I want to make it fun for me to do and for others to look at. So they're not reading a bunch of text, but they're not just staring at someone talking at them. And I think most of these articles were stated in a more matter-of-fact sort of way. So I think there was a larger incentive for people to kind of give two sides of a story. And I think also that depended on the source where I did get it from. So if it was like a website from for example, a website from a LGBTQ newspaper like this one was, they're going to have, I think, maybe a little different type of discussion and different rhetoric, obviously supporting new policies and laws in favor. But in this one, for example, it was from a news article, A Top Model Talks About Transgender. It definitely leaned towards policy changing in favor of people who do not identify with with gender identity norms. But they also did have a lady in there who completely opposed it. So they wanted to see a fair balance, I think, and also not seem biased in any way, kind of give the full story and who's reacting to what. I really liked this one a lot. It was basically legal advice, and I think it was really important for me to have something like to get legal advice about gender identity discrimination and what happens in the workplace. And also, it's kind of related to gender and high school dress codes, and people wanting to say they're helping people be safe. And I think it's interesting how people manipulate words to make them work in their favor. Like people in this article, like adults in this article did, and this one as well. It's people who are uncomfortable with somebody having not identifying with the gender other people think they should be, and so they kind of change the meaning of things and make excuses. And compare this one where it was just a personal story, but it made you were invoked with emotion, and it was important, and it's important to hear personal stories, and a good portion of these have interviews in them. So the listener, it's not just hearing the report, they're getting actual statements from people who are affected, don't identify with the norms of gender identity. So I think I I think I was kind of influenced when I posted these things because I am for equal rights. But I think I was just trying to find different angles from personal to news to historical, religion, learning about laws, dress codes. I think all in all, I was drawn towards informational understanding of the subject at hand because I think it is not talked about enough. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching this screencast and for coming to our site. Definitely should check out some of these. They're really interesting.